Brittany Wright, and then Deborah Stein.
Wonderful. Thank you, Madam Chair. Greeting committee members and community members. My name is Brittany L. Wright, and I'm a social impact strategist with Gray Matter and the Director of Holistic Maternal Advocacy and Multimedia with Trill Moms, an initiative dedicated to centering the narrative and lived experience of Black mothers through public policy, multimedia, and holistic maternal care. I'm here to testify again on behalf of Black mothers and infants in an effort to support the Dignity and Pregnancy and Childbirth Act, a bill authored by Representative Ruth Richardson that addresses Black maternal mortality and morbidity. About 700 women die from childbirth and related complications each year. Black women are 3 to 5 times more likely to die in childbirth and within the first year of birth than their white counterparts. 33% of these deaths happen within the first year. And for every 1 Black woman who dies in childbirth, 20 to 30 more are severely injured and oftentimes permanently. I gave birth 2 years and 2 weeks ago, and I'm still dealing with the health implications of that. The primary factor for Black maternal mortality and morbidity is race, with over 60% of these deaths and injuries being preventable. When I was pregnant, I was 7 months pregnant, and I moved across the country to a new city because my husband got a new job. And in an effort to prepare myself for childbirth, I spent weeks and months researching which institution was the least likely to let my baby and I die. In a moment when I should have been preparing for life, I was literally considering the possibility of death for my infant and I because I knew the statistics for women who looked like myself. So I researched, and if you're wondering if there's a magical algorithm or Google search that can protect you from dying during childbirth, there's not. However, I do recommend that it be mandated that medical providers disclose on the internet any racial bias and sensitivity training that they've taken so that expecting birth parents can make an informed decision on who they receive care from. During my birth, I developed a rare intrapartum fever. It crossed the placenta, and I gave birth with a fever, and my baby was born with a fever. And when the fever developed, I felt cold and I began shivering, but it led to uncontrollable convulsing. My husband yelled for a nurse to come in, and I received medicine to help my body fight the fever. But had my husband not signaled for help, I don't know what would have happened to me. I temporarily lost control of my body. And so this is why I also recommend that healthcare facilities permit partners, doulas, birth assistants, and other birth advocates into all prenatal, delivery, and postpartum appointments.
30 seconds.
Has limited those who can attend hospital visits, and it's incredibly dangerous to force mothers to receive care without the support of someone who can support them in advocating for themselves. I also recommend that it be mandated that hospitals disclose their rates of maternal mortality and morbidity, similar to the way that they report their rates of cesarean sections. The lack of transparency and the omission of the experiences of Black mothers within the media and medical field is a problem, and I recommend an increase in programs and messaging that encourage birthing justice, holistic maternal care, racial equity, and family planning. My final recommendation is that the Dignity and Pregnancy and Childbirth Act also consider trans birthing parents, incarcerated women, and women facing incarceration. On behalf of the Trill Moms, thank you all for your time in joining the fight to save Black mothers. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your testimony, Ms. Wright. I'm glad that you are doing well and the baby's doing well.
Yes, she is. Thank you.